What if everything you thought was over was actually just beginning? What if a single sentence could reopen old wounds, revive forgotten feelings, and shake the entire celebrity world? And what if the name everyone believed was erased from the future suddenly reappeared next to a wedding date? Welcome back to Magazine News and Gossip, the place where secrets surface, silence speaks louder than words, and one statement can rewrite years of history. Tonight, the gossip columns exploded once again. Not with a rumor, not with a leaked photo, but with a sentence so unexpected, so loaded, that it instantly reignited a story the public thought had been buried forever. Yaman broke his silence. After attending a special event, surrounded by flashing cameras and relentless questions, Yaman made a brief but devastatingly powerful statement to the press. A statement that didn't just hint at love. It pointed directly to the future. A future dated clearly, deliberately, and boldly. And at the heart of that future stood one name that has followed him for years like a shadow that never fades. Demet Özdemir. Within minutes, that single declaration flooded celebrity magazines, dominated social media, and sparked heated debates across television panels. Some called it a romantic confession finally spoken out loud. Others labeled it a late apology disguised as hope. But no one could deny one truth. Yaman had just reopened a chapter the world never stopped talking about. For a long time, Yaman avoided speaking about his private life. Every headline, every rumor, every speculation was met with silence. He repeatedly emphasized that his focus was on his career, his international projects, and his professional growth. Personal questions were deflected. Emotional topics were shut down. Until now, when a journalist asked the simple but loaded question, "Do you have any news about your private life?" no one expected what came next. Yaman paused. Then he spoke. "Life sometimes teaches us lessons," he said. "I learned them the hard way, but they were meaningful. If the conditions are right, I plan to remarry Demet in 2026. That sentence landed like an earthquake. Because it wasn't vague. It wasn't nostalgic. It wasn't poetic. It was concrete. A plan. A year. A name. The implication was impossible to ignore. This wasn't just about emotions. This was about intention. For years, the names Yaman and Demet Özdemir have appeared side by side in celebrity news. Sometimes described as a deep friendship, other times whispered as a great, unfinished love. Their relationship was never clearly defined, and their silence only fueled speculation. Each rumor grew bigger than the last. Their past breakups were complicated. External pressures played a role. Family tensions, public scrutiny, harsh words exchanged through interviews, and emotional clashes made it clear that their story was never just between two people. It was surrounded, influenced, and at times overwhelmed by others. Yet now, Yaman's words suggest that despite everything, the story may not be over. Naturally, all eyes turned to Demet Özdemir. Would she respond? Would she confirm? Would she deny? She did neither. Demet Özdemir made no direct statement. No interview. No post. No reaction visible to the public eye. But according to sources close to her, Yaman's words triggered a complex emotional response described as a mix of surprise and caution. Those close to Demet claim she does not forget the past easily. They insist she believes a decision of such magnitude cannot be based on a single declaration, no matter how emotional or public it may be. According to the same sources, Demet Özdemir is currently focused on her career, her peace of mind, and her personal balance. Some interpret her silence as rejection. Others see it as maturity. And that's where the real question emerges. Is Yaman expressing a genuine future plan? Or is this a confession of regret wrapped in hope? Celebrity commentators point out that in recent months, Yaman's language has noticeably shifted. His interviews have become more introspective, more reflective, and more emotionally charged. Statements like, "I made the wrong choices," and "I understood some people too late," are frequently cited as evidence of an internal reckoning. From this perspective, 2026 isn't just a date. It's a message that suggests waiting,
Growth.
distance,
Time.
According to many observers, the emphasis on 2026 may be Yaman's way of saying that true reconciliation requires patience, healing, and readiness on both sides. As expected, social media erupted. Supporters flooded platforms with comments praising Yaman's honesty. "True love never disappears," some wrote. "If it's real, time doesn't destroy it." Others applauded his courage to speak openly about regret and second chances. But criticism followed just as quickly. Some users attacked Demet for not responding immediately. Others accused Yaman of reopening old wounds publicly. Heated arguments filled comment sections, dividing fans into opposing camps. While some labeled past actions as selfish, others defended the idea that mistakes are part of being human. Interestingly, the majority of Demet Özdemir's fans adopted a cautious stance. They emphasized that her decision, whatever it may be, deserves respect. They argued that silence should not be mistaken for weakness, but understood as thoughtful restraint. Another sensitive topic resurfaced almost instantly: family. How would their families react if reconciliation or marriage became real? Past conflicts between Yaman and his family remain vivid in public memory. Old disagreements, emotional distances, and unresolved tensions raise an unavoidable question. If this story truly moves forward, will family approval stand in the way once again? And finally, the detail that keeps everyone talking. Why 2026? The specificity of that year sparked endless interpretations. Some believe it aligns with Yaman's international projects and professional commitments. Others see it as a deliberate buffer, a time frame designed to allow emotional recovery and clarity. Is it a strategic pause? A symbolic promise? Or a countdown to something the world isn't ready for yet? At Magazine News and Gossip, we know one thing for sure. This story is far from over. A single sentence has reopened years of unanswered questions, unresolved emotions, and unfinished business. Whether this declaration leads to reconciliation, regret, or another turning point, one truth remains undeniable. Yaman changed the narrative. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Magazine News and Gossip for more exclusive stories, hidden details, and dramatic revelations. Because here, we don't just report the news. We uncover what everyone is afraid to say. See you in the next video.